Hi, I'm here at the Tiffany's in Indianapolis because we're gonna do some fun facts and then we're gonna show you guys some cool jewelry. So we're gonna talk to some other people who work here as well, who are gonna give us their opinions and thoughts and knowledge about different stuff here, which is very exciting. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. This is very fun. My name's Sophia. I work as a client advisor here at Tiffany & Company in Indianapolis. And I got to meet the lovely Daisy through Kylan, of course, who came in and got some beautiful earrings for her birthday.
Fun facts.
I don't, that's really bad.
You don't, it's okay. I tried to like look for like a little bit more like, not like super niche, but like I tried to get like, oh, I didn't know that, like kind of stuff where it's like, it would be surprising to me.
Yep.
You know,
Let's see.
So.
This is a test.
This is a test. Do you know about the Blue Book?
With the original Blue Book?
Yes.
Yeah, it was sent out. It was a mailing book.
Yes, it was a mailing book, and you guys are the first ones who ever made a mail order book.
Yes.
Yeah, and like that's why other catalogs are called Blue Books.
Absolutely.
The Devil Wears Prada, before they put out the magazine, they call it their Blue Book as well, and it's because of you guys.
Yes, it is. The reason that we call all of our high jewelry events Blue Book, so what's at Landmark in New York, is because of our original Blue Book. So we want our best of our best events to be represented by the heritage as well. So that's why all of those pieces are called Blue Book.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
That's so nice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
Do you know about the Confederacy angle with Tiffany's?
I know that it has something to do involved with guns and swords.
That's very good, Sophia.
Yes. But I don't know much about when or how or why.
Okay.
But I know that there was involvement.
I'm going to confirm when before I say something and people go wrong, actually.
Okay.
It was in 1862.
Okay.
You guys started making swords and guns because obviously you guys work with fine metals and stuff, so it makes sense that you'd have the infrastructure to do that.
Okay.
But also, very fittingly, you guys did it for the Union Boys in Blue. When I was looking, I was like, I really hope it's not the Confederates. But you guys did it for the right side.
Okay,
and
I didn't know that.
Makes sense because you guys are all blue and they're all blue. So it might have been an aesthetic choice. It might have been. It's entirely possible. Okay. But more likely it's probably because you guys are based out of New York City and that is in the north. That's probably the real reason, but I think it's funnier if it's just because it's blue.
Absolutely. No.
This is another one that I thought was very cool. Do you know about Mary Todd and Abraham Lincoln?
With her pearl necklace that she got for the
inauguration.
inauguration.
For the inauguration.
Yes.
Sophia's killing it. You're doing a really good job.
Yes. So that's kind of one of the famous stories about Tiffany and discounts or any sort of thing.
Wait, they got a discount?
Special. They didn't. So yeah, that's the thing. So when you shop at Tiffany's, just because the quality is so high, it would just be a shame.
It would be a shame.
If anyone, any sort of discount. And also, there shouldn't be any special treatment. Anyone can own Tiffany's if they want to own Tiffany's. So that was kind of the beginning of showing the true quality to even our president.
That's very cool.
Yes,
they're like, Abe, honestly, we're not giving you a discount, buddy. You have the funds to buy those earrings.
Yes.
You're literally the president. We know what your paycheck is. You can buy those. Pearl earrings or pearl necklace?
I think it was a necklace and earrings.
A necklace
set,
and oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yes.
I think it was a set. Sophia, so far, killing it. Very happy. I was very excited about this one because I really didn't know this one and I thought it was really, really cool.
Okay.
Do you know about Tiffany's and the New York logo? Like the NY logo?
For the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yes. So I believe it was Charles Louis Tiffany who helped create the logo for the city of New York, who then used it when the Yankees moved to New York, right?
Yes, and more directly, he did it because they made like a special Medal of Honor for the police commissioner.
Yeah, okay.
And they put, instead of like, they had like a more like annoying logo for New York that was like too intricate.
Okay.
And they wanted to make the logo very, very tiny. So they were like, we should just simplify this so that it's done better basically. Because they could have probably done the more intricate one, but it would have been like a little blurry. Because it was like back when it was harder to do stuff like that. And it was like a tiny little badge. They just did the NY and he specially designed that overlay. And then they were like, this actually slaps. Like we should use this for everything. This is way better.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so cool.
One of the most iconic images. Ever. Internationally too.
Internationally, because there's a lot of brands that do the NY on like hats and sweaters, even if they're like a London brand and stuff, just because they know it sells because it goes that hard.
Yes, absolutely.
Incredible.
Yep. I love that you found these. These are very these are deep cuts.
Tiffany, I'm very happy with my choices. All right, good. I was like, I gotta make sure that I look cool in front of Sophia. Do you know? Do you know about the color choice of blue. There's two things about it that I thought were interesting, so whatever you know about it, feel free.
Oh, jeez. This is really testing me. So obviously it's trademarked and things like that, but the origin story, what specifically?
Yeah, the origin story is cool. I'll ask you about the trademark, because they have a specific number in the trademark that...
Oh yeah, so it's the Pantone 1837. So
yes.
It's our founding year.
Yeah, it's your founding year,
yeah.
So that was cool. But then the color inspiration was...
Princess Eugenia's dress, right?
Yes, it was Princess Eugenia's dress in the portrait. He looked at it and he was like, I know people are gonna buy that color so much. It looks so beautiful. This dress really pops on her. This is about to be the color of the season. People are gonna want to buy this, so I'm gonna sell it first. I'm gonna be first to market with it, and then everyone's gonna buy it. It's gonna be incredible. And he was right. And it also still slaps, kind of like an evergreen color.
Yes, absolutely.
Where it always comes back around every like 4 years or so and becomes a big trendy color.
Yes. NPR did a study around Valentine's where they tested and showed women the Tiffany blue color in every single one of their heart vaporized.
Really?
So yeah, you should check. Yeah, you should check
That's
like facts
so
and like
cool.
stats on that. Yes. Yeah.
Wait, that's so cute.
It genuinely like evokes a physical reaction.
I wonder if like that's like they've been Pavloved into it because they've seen how beautiful all the jewelry is, or if it's like it just naturally women are just like, I love that color.
Yeah.
Like, you know how dogs and other animals have like specific colors that they're really reactive to? Like maybe that's ours. Maybe he just hit on something.
Just on the
That would be really cool, right?
Absolutely.
Like he just happened to psychologically like dominate.
Maybe. I was gonna say I don't know like the figures off the top, but
I'm gonna have to look it up because that's sick.
I
You know about the engagement ring thing?
So engagement rings were traditionally set in a bezel setting.
Yes.
And Tiffany & Company in 1886 brought to market the beautiful and absolutely brilliant 6-prong setting in platinum, which has the diamond set on top of the band.
Yes.
Which is the best way to capture light and to really show off the diamond in its true brilliance.
Yes.
And the perfection of a Tiffany diamond.
Yes.
For sure.
And people even say that like before you guys raised it up, people didn't even consider it necessarily like an engagement ring. Like people would get engaged and they would offer a ring, but there was no specific style for like, oh, that's an engagement ring.
Absolutely.
Until you guys did it, and then everybody was like, I need that ring.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. And now it's why a lot of companies use 6 prongs and platinums and set them on top.
Yeah, you guys are trendsetters.
Yes, we are. Yeah, it's the 185 years of history to work with. Clearly.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it makes a big impact.
Yes.
If we want to talk about the ring.
Yeah, the engagement ring.
So, to your point around
Charles Lewis. Get you in the frame.
Hello. To your point around Charles Lewis Tiffany innovating and introducing the engagement ring to the American public. The idea was how to make the ring and the stone feel as though it were levitating and dancing on your finger. So the band is actually designed as a knife edge band. So it comes to, you see that point?
Yeah.
And the 6 prongs create a perfect halo basket that fade into the background. So when you put it on your finger,
oh my gosh,
it looks as though that diamond is, as Charles Lewis Tiffany said,
it
levitating.
Really does. We just got together.
Congratulations!
She's a Tiffany girl.
I'm a Tiffany girl. This is a beautiful proposal. But yeah, no, you're totally right. Like it does really have this little knife edge that she was talking about, and it really does lift it up and feel sort of like it's levitating. I see exactly what he was going for, and like that's definitely why it's still popular, because he definitely hit on something.
Sourcing the world's best diamonds and having over 1,500 artisans that cut better than anyone else in the industry, you get these rainbows, and the absolute sparkle. They say you can best identify a Tiffany diamond in a dark cupboard under the stairs because it'll still catch the light.
Oh my god, I love that. That's so cute.
Ultimate symbol of romance.
It really is.
To this day, it's still identified, even with other jewelers around the world, as the Tiffany setting.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I didn't know that it was called the Tiffany setting. That makes sense though, because it is, you guys did start it.
It looks even better in the box, doesn't it?
It really does. Like the color does. Like I see what you mean about the heart rate thing. The color does really emphasize
Yeah, do you remember how much it was that?
I believe it's the average heart rate increases for a woman around 22%
With the Tiffany
when
blue.
she sees the blue box.
Wow.
So
that's incredible.
the most powerful symbol of advertising, but it's actually become the modern symbol of romance, and it's synonymous with that special moment and taking your breath away.
Yeah. It really is. You guys have the pathos on lock.
Thinking of any other fun facts, but the tape, the reason that we do the bow, obviously, was one that came to mind.
So the bow was originally created because the blue paper was what went around the box.
Oh.
And the idea was that no tape, no seams, that when you untie the bow that it should really elegantly unfurl. And so the bow had to be perfect to encapsulate the paper, to not create any seams or creases, and it had to be consistent across all of the stores and all of the individuals to create that magic moment. Right. So to this day, we still put the bow on every Tiffany box.
Yeah. I love that! Yeah. You guys have such a great attention to detail as a brand.
The privilege of being part of people's special moments, so those extra steps go a long way to creating the experience beyond just the proposal, but every part of this journey should be joyful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Thank you, Ashley.
Ashley came home with the bangers. Yeah, like, oh my gosh.
When I learned that the Tiffany blue with the paper in the box was all done before tape was even invented, I was blown away by that.
It was before tape was invented?
Yeah.
So I thought that was just a preference.
Yeah, no, they didn't have a way to like fix anything, so they had to use the
so they had to just be very precise.
Yes, absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and then just one pull and everything should come apart, which is like the biggest
That's
thing.
Amazing.
Yes.
This is so interesting. Let's look at some jewelry.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
All right, so what can you tell us about this piece?
So this one is exquisite. So this is part of our Victoria collection. Obviously extremely regal, extremely classic. And the most beautiful thing I personally think is the marquee diamonds that are by the clasp there. So marquee diamonds are incredibly hard to perfect. The shape, and just due to its nature, it's very hard, but Tiffany & Company is not shy of perfecting diamonds. That's what we're known for, obviously where we get the king of diamonds. So with these, we have one family in the Mauritius Islands that Charles Louis Tiffany has been working with at our founding, and now their descendants cut the marquee diamonds for us as well. And then of course, you've got the round brilliant diamonds that just dance and exude that fire that keep the bracelet moving all day long.
Beautiful!
This is the lock bangle in 18 karat rose gold. You have over 4 carats of pave diamonds inset within that. And what's incredible about this is that on paper it sounds quite simple, right? A bangle with diamonds, or an interpretation of a modern tennis bracelet, but actually it's inspired by an archival Tiffany lock design.
Wow.
And it took them over a year to even create that pivot hinge.
That is so cool.
That allows for that fluidity of motion and keeps you from having a clasp or mechanism that you would be able to see. So it becomes your forever bracelet.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Yeah, it's designed to fit the wrist perfectly.
Let's stack. Wow.
So you've got the timeless romance, and then you have that really modern silhouette, but you see how they even stack well together.
They do stack really well together. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at that.
And all colorless and near colorless stones, and never an inclusion that you would be able to see without a microscope. So what you're talking about is the best of the best diamonds, even in the pave stones.
Wow.
Tsavorite and tanzanite are very special stones in the world of Tiffany, because actually Tiffany introduced them to the market and into the world. So
oh, very cool.
Yes. So tanzanite is from Tanzania, obviously, and that was a discovery from our gemological team that was brought to market. And then the same with Tsavorite. And Tsavorite's actually a type of garnet, and it has an incredible earthy green tone, but is very, very rare. So it's also found in Tanzania and Kenya, I believe, as well.
And then morganite and kunzite.
Yes, among other
among other gems, of course. Yes,
incredible. Yeah. Hey, Kylan, this is a really good necklace for me, babe. It is one of my favorites, though.
So what Daisy has on closer to her neck here is the Victoria Vine, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It includes those marquee diamonds and then the marquee shape made out of the 18 karat yellow gold. In the interior of some of the leaves, you have a couple of the triple excellent round brilliant diamonds, which of course are dancing and scintillating, just as all Tiffany diamonds do. It's about just under half a carat for total weight there, and it just looks beautiful, obviously. And she's wearing it at 16 inches, which is perfect length for her.
Daisy has on a beautiful cushion-cut tanzanite, and tanzanite is a relatively new discovery. It was discovered in the late 60s by a man named Dr. Campbell Bridges. And Tiffany latched onto it because of its extraordinary fire for a colored gemstone. It has a dispersion value that, while it doesn't rival diamond, it does stand up pretty well to anything else that you're going to compare it to. Tanzanite is renowned for its quality called trichroism. It displays 3 different colors depending on the direction in which it's viewed. And the primary colors that we look for in facing it up for a finished gemstone are the purple or violet, or a beautiful midnight blue. This one is more of a mixture of the two. Sometimes you'll see flashes of red in there as well, and it's been captivating hearts for almost 50 years now.
Thank you, Josh.
It's my Thursday. Now we have a lovely oval yellow diamond. Fancy Intense is the designation we have for it. Yellow diamonds are their own kind of interesting. They are saturated with nitrogen atoms in the carbon crystal lattice that makes their color just stand out. Typically in the colorless scale of diamonds, you look for an absence of nitrogen, which is what makes the higher color, whiter stones. Once it gets past a certain point, it really takes on a beautiful, vivid color. And that one is one of our auction ones that we have in the store. These are 2 different rubies that we have in stock. The one set in 18-karat rose gold, obviously an oval cut, and the one set in platinum is an emerald cut. You don't see emerald cuts in rubies very often because the emerald cut allows light to pass through a stone. It doesn't always promote the color of a stone the best. The reason this stone was probably cut as an emerald cut is because it was overly saturated, it was overly dark. And so in allowing more light to pass through the stone, it brightened the overall finished product, as opposed to making it too dark like a garnet would be, as more indicative of that. The oval ruby that Sophia is holding, though, is extraordinary. It is not terribly large by Tiffany standards, but that is premium color. I was very impressed when it came into the store, and I hope that it'll find a home someday.
I mean, look at that thing. We're stacking. Oh my God, this band is crazy.
Whole set's crazy.
Look at that thing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It really does look like it's hovering, especially when you have the band with it as well. I mean, wow. You guys, wait till on YouTube you can see how crazy this looks in the camera.
So the other thing too I feel like I have to do is everyone's always like, oh, it's the light, it's this, it's that. Even if I create shadow, you still see rainbow.
You do.
Doesn't matter where the light is.
It is still incredibly sparkly. What the heck?
Yeah. The light obviously accentuates, but
only
you don't really need the light.
Not as much as you would think.
Yep. Yeah.
That was
It's just that precision, that perfection of cut that makes it look like that.
That was a really good example. That was actually shocked me.
Yeah. I know everyone always thinks that there's trick lights, there's whatever.
I just thought it makes probably a huge difference, but it's always going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
No, it's still literally gleaming in the shadow. There's full light sparkles. That's crazy. I had no idea that it was really that strong.
That intense, absolutely. Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, it's time to head home. I just wanted to do this video because last time I went into Tiffany's, they were telling me about all the pieces because there were a couple things I gravitated to where I was like, oh, that's so interesting. And then we were talking about the history of everything and I was like, God, this is such an old brand and such an old company that there's just so much to talk about. It's so fascinating. And everybody who works in this store specifically is so well versed in it that I was like, if you guys don't mind, I would love to come back and do a video sometime. And I was so surprised at how excited everybody was to do that. And they were really proactive in getting me to come back so that we could actually do it. So I just want to say again, thank you so much to everybody at Tiffany Co Indianapolis for letting me come and giving me your time and letting me come in before the store opened. I know it was early and I really appreciate you guys letting me do that because this is such a cool and unique experience. And I'm really glad that we got to all do this together. I have a TikTok that I also made with everybody at the Tiffany store showing their recommendations of their favorite pieces pieces. That's really cool. So if you want to go check that out on TikTok, it's at Daisy Foko, and I will be uploading an even shorter version of it on Instagram as well, which is Days Foko. And later this month, I actually have the opportunity to get to go to the newly renovated store on 5th Avenue, where they took the last 5 years renovating the Tiffany's up there. And I'm very, very excited to get to go in there and show you guys all of the cool stuff that they have there and in the back rooms. It should be legitimately incredible. So look out for that in the next couple of weeks. All right, bye.
As this is an appointment for Daisy specifically, this is purely just fun for us and something that we love to do for our clients. So views here are strictly our own and don't represent Tiffany & Company specifically.
Thank you.